Welcome to the Alkaline Eclectic Show. This is Small Bites with Crush and Kilo, where we explore the power of natural healing, vibrant foods, and sustainable health solutions. I'm Kelly Kilo.
And I'm Crush Foster. Today, we are tackling a troubling trend, childhood obesity. Did you know that high blood pressure is no longer just an adult problem? That more kids are being diagnosed with obesity and hypertension than ever before?
Wow.
And the big question is, why? And more importantly, what can we do about it? We're going to dissect all of it, talk about the problem with weight gain in young people, and what families can do to address this important issue. So let's listen to these stats from Dr. Robert Lustig, pediatrician and endocrinologist at UC San Francisco. Don't move, we'll be right back.
262 names for sugar. 262. And the reason is because the food industry likes it that way, because they can use a different name for sugar on the side of the package, and a different sugar can be number 5, number 6, number 7, number 8, number 9, and when you add it up, it's number 1. 29% of kids in America consume the National School Breakfast Program breakfast in school. Okay, 29%. So what is the National School Breakfast Program breakfast? It's a bowl of Fruit Loops and a glass of orange juice. That is 41 grams of sugar. The upper limit for children in terms of their metabolism is 12 grams per day. They got 41 grams, and it's just breakfast.
What?
Oof, that's wild. I thought maybe a few, but 262 names for sugar is just diabolical. So what's the priority with childhood obesity? Where do we start?
Okay, so let's set the stage.
Okay.
WebMD says high blood pressure in children is on the rise due to poor diet, lack of exercise, and the prevalence of processed foods.
Okay.
And according to the CDC, approximately 1 in 25 children between the ages of 12 and 19 have high blood pressure.
Oh.
Look, it certainly didn't help having the school shut down during COVID. Now many are behind in aptitude, struggling, and they're depressed. This isn't just about genetics. It's definitely a lifestyle issue.
You know, the consequences of all that time off might be more serious than we think.
Yeah.
I mean, high blood pressure in kids used to be unheard of. And now we're talking about the potential for heart disease, kidney damage, and even strokes later in life. The fact that children are being set up for these outcomes so early is just crazy to me.
Yeah,
I mean,
look, it really is. The biggest culprits are foods high in sodium, sugar, and unhealthy fats.
Right.
All of those unhealthy processed snacks and meals that dominate kids' diets, get it out of there.
Right.
And here's the thing. These foods not only spike blood pressure, but also cause inflammation, nutrient deficiencies, and weight gain. We have got to get a handle on these ultra-processed foods. It's literally killing this country's kids.
did you know that they had to change the name to type 2 diabetes? That it used to be called adult onset diabetes until cases began to increase in children? In 2021, there were approximately 352,000 children and adolescents in the United States with diagnosed diabetes, which is about 35 per 10,000 U.S. kids. So every weekday morning, corner stores and bodegas in cities across the country have a line of kids spilling out the door with an armful of snacks. I know, because that used to be me. You know, how do you think I got the name Crush? I'll leave that for another day. But I see these kids in the morning and I think to myself, wow, they actually think that this is breakfast, you know?
Yeah.
So listen to this report on the numbers of childhood prediabetes and fatty liver. I mean, we can't make this stuff up. So don't move. We'll be right back.
We got some stats we just want to share. It's actually shocking when you think about the health crisis in the country. We talk a lot about adults, but let me tell you about some kids. I just want to get your reaction. 1 in 5 Americans between the ages of 12 and 18 are pre-diabetic. That's mind-blowing. That's according to a 2019 study. 5 to 10% of children have non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. That according to a 2021 study. What's your reaction to those stats?
That they're crazy.
Yeah.
You know, those are some alarming numbers by any standard. And I know some of you struggle with and maybe even fight with your children about unhealthy choices. And I mean, the truth is parents don't always know what children are having outside the home. You know?
So what can parents do?
Okay.
The answer isn't found in quick fixes or medications. We covered how they want to give GLP-1 drugs to children in a previous episode.
Yep, they do.
Those side effects on children are just out of the question, in my opinion. They could lose up to 39% of muscle on those drugs. It's not just fat that goes away when losing weight on them. You know what? It's about getting back to basics, setting an example, presenting these high sugar foods and calling them a treat. This is what's setting our kids up for failure. It's like a false sense of reward, and it starts early in life and it just seems to intensify. You know, they get addicted to the sugar and the starch. Fruits and vegetables aren't supposed to be introduced as just healthy but yummy.
Right.
And they are. I mean, nutrient-rich foods can be flavorful favorites if your children aren't eating fast food most of the time, which, you know what, it destroys their taste buds.
True.
And alkaline herbal teas can taste amazing, hot or cold. And you know what, consistent movement can mean playing a dancing video game. This is the foundation we lay out in the Alkaline Eclectic book.
Yeah, let's break it down.
Okay.
First, we focus on food.
Right.
So replace the processed sodium-packed meals with fresh, whole foods, right? Then we think about colorful veggies, fruits, and healthy fats like avocados and nuts. These are foods that nourish and heal, not harm.
Right.
And of course, you know, it's always easier said than done. So I can show you how to make healthy snacks fun again with our VIP meal plan for those busy moms who are interested in getting things organized.
And don't forget the herbs. Alkaline herbs like burdock, elderberry, and sarsaparilla can help cleanse the blood, support kidney function, and boost cognition in your kids so they can focus on schoolwork. You know, key factors in maintaining healthy weight and blood pressure. They're gentle, natural, and effective. And all of them are in our kid-friendly immunity support powder at alkalineeclecticherbs.com.
Right.
So then there's getting kids to move so they can improve their digestion and circulation, which aids in weight loss. Kids don't need to run marathons, but they do need to be active. Encouraging them to either enroll in sports, outdoor play, family walks. You know what? Assign a chore that requires constant movement like sweeping or mopping or even that dance session I talked about earlier in the living room. Look, that can make a huge difference.
Absolutely. Put those TikTok posts to use.
Exactly, right.
Motivating your kids to put together routines for exercise will aid in focus and task completion, really.
Right.
I mean, seriously, though, it's about creating habits that promote health and longevity, not just for kids, but for the whole family. So lean into what they like to do while making them do what they need to do to be healthy. Because, you know, being healthy isn't a punishment and mindset is key.
Yeah.
Because that's what we explore in detail in our book, The Alkaline Eclectic. It's the ultimate guide to building a lifestyle that protects your health naturally.
And we've got some practical steps for the whole family right after this short commercial break.
Don't
We'll
move.
be right back.
We'll be right back. So you've been struggling with inflammation for some time now, but it's not entirely your fault. All you need is a simple framework that has already worked for dozens of others. The holidays are almost behind us, but the journey is just beginning. So if you haven't downloaded a copy of the Expanded Nutritional Guide of Least Detrimental Foods, I don't know what you're waiting on. The Expanded Nutritional Guide of Least Detrimental Foods, download your free copy right now and start your healing nutrition protocol today.
So, what can you do today to prevent high obesity from entering your child's life? Well, you got to start small.
Okay.
Number 1, swap out processed snacks for fresh fruit or smoothies. Number 2, change out processed fruit juice for coconut water. Okay. Number 3, add sea moss gel or alkaline herbal teas to soups and sauces to boost mineral intake. They won't even know about it.
Yeah.
Number 4, make moderate intentional movement part of their daily life. And number 5, very important, dial back watching TV commercials that sell children on high sugar foods. And look, as a parent, being active in front of your child can be a very inspiring, look to them. Doing activities with them will help both of you stay consistent. Find some moderate exercise, meaning you should be able to have a conversation while you're moving. And you can do it with them regularly. Maybe skip rope, and look, if you can double dutch, do it. Walk in your neighborhood or park. Find a game outside or inside that requires a lot of movement, or even hula hoop. I love it. I do use a 4-pound hula hoop all the time, and I'll share the link in the show notes.
And for those of you looking for a deeper step-by-step approach, our book is your roadmap.
Yep.
After reading it, you can use our online protocols to structure your new healthy framework. We walk you through how to create a lifestyle that not only prevents conditions like weight gain and high blood pressure, but also supports overall health, longevity, weight loss, and happiness, frankly.
Look, right, because the truth is, without your guidance, the commercials and the negative influences over there can be overwhelming for kids. And as providers and caregivers, at least in your home, you have the power to shape what your children eat, how they move, and how they think about wellness.
Obesity in children does not have to be a life sentence.
Nope.
With the right tools, we can change that trajectory. Yes. And it all starts with the choices that we make today.
And look, don't forget to download your free copy of our updated nutritional guide.
Right.
Oh, and you know what? If you don't know, we offer a food sensitivity and mineral deficiency test at alkalineeclecticherbs.com. In case you think your child may have sensitivity issues, they could be causing their bodies distress. It's a simple hair test, very easy to do.
Yes, indeed. Some folks are shocked at the results too. Often the thing that you least expect to be the culprit is, and taking it off of your menu and out of your environment can be a game changer.
Game changer.
So that's all we have on the plate for today. Thanks for joining us for Small Bites with Crush and Kilo on the Alkaline Eclectic Show.
Yeah, thanks for joining us, everyone. We'll leave you with a word from the late Dr. Sebi. So until next time, you don't have to change the menu.
Just change the ingredients. Have a great weekend.
Bye.
The African biomineral balance is a therapeutical approach to pathology that addresses disease on two levels. One, an intracellular cleansing, an intracellular chelation. We have to clean the cells of what? Of the toxins that has been accumulated and brought the disease in the first place. We have to clean the toxins out. It's as simple as that. And second, we have to build the body back up with what? With energy that is natural from the natural plant. One of the main players is iron. It is impossible for you to get sick if your iron level is up to par. Everybody that's sick is anemic.